Coffee lovers, what is up? Today, we got a special video today. As the title says, we are doing JoJo's opening reactions. Now, what do I know about the show JoJo? I don't know too much. I've seen the memes and whatnot involving JoJo. For judging from the art style and just the looks of the characters, it looks like Knights of the Zodiac. I don't know if you guys remember that show. That's like a really old show. Just the way the characters have their outfits structured and whatnot. I don't know too much about it. I don't know if it's like a comedy or is it like a serious kind of show. It looks like the fights sometimes are pretty cool, but I don't know anything about the show. I do often compare this to Gintama in terms of its absurdness. I don't know if that's correcting me for saying that, but I haven't seen any of the openings and I haven't seen the show either. So let's jump into it. Let's get into opening number 1. Now, before we get into it, if you guys are loving what you guys are watching, you guys want to see more opening reaction videos, please like, comment, and subscribe, and let's get on with it. All right, let's go. Opening 1. I think there's 9 of them. So let's listen to it, let's compare, and then let's also talk about the aspects I like about the opening. So let's go. This is a very interesting art style. What is this, like Phoenix Wright? Art style is pretty cool. It like phases in and out of like manga form. That's pretty cool. What the hell is that? Man in the Iron Mask? What is going on? That's pretty sick. The art style is pretty cool. If it's like this for like all the other openings, it'd be pretty funny. Yeah, see, you see what I mean? It looks like Knights of the Zodiac. Is this a parody? I feel like it's a parody of like Gintama. I love that, like the instrumentals to this. Feels like a boss fight, you know what I mean? Like a boss fight OST. All right, that was opening 1. You know what? It's not too terrible, actually. I love the, like I mentioned before, the boss fight elements to the opening. I do love how it's kind of sounding a little bit elusiveness, a little bit slippery, if you get what I'm saying. Just like the instrumentals itself, it doesn't really present itself as like a typical shonen type of opening, but judging off of these visuals and whatnot, I love what they do with the phasing in and out of the manga form. I thought that was really cool, and I just love how it transitions off of that. It like in some aspects of it it did like a one take, so it never really like cut to something else. It kind of out of manga form, into manga form, out of manga form at the same time. So it kind of continued off of that. I thought that was pretty cool in terms of artistic direction. You know, context-wise, I don't know what the show is. It seems like it's like kind of like a parody of like a couple of other stuff. Maybe I'm reading a little bit too hard into it. Like I've seen him like power up and whatnot. Like the blue hair guy, he clearly looks like he's someone from Knights of the Zodiac. Again, could be bullshit, could be just bullshit speculation on my part, but just off of what I've seen so far, it does seem like it does seem pretty cool in that aspect. I definitely do see why this is like one of the top shows and whatnot. But that was opening number 1. Let's get into number 2. Alrighty, here we go. JoJo opening 2. It still retains that same kind of sound to it. This one's more like a pop video. I love the colors what they're doing right now. Visually, they're pretty stunning. I'm definitely loving the color scheme here. I'm not saying it's jazzy. Is that dude? That looks like Jessie from fucking Pokemon. Yo, tell me if I'm getting these right, or maybe I'm just like reaching really hard. Oh, yo, I'm loving the tune. I'm loving the tune. I ain't gonna lie. I'm telling you right now, they're having me at the instrumentals. I really love it. Is that blue hair guy JoJo? Is that what it is? That was opening 2. You guys know what we do here on the channel. We're gonna break this down just quite a bit. Let's hop into it. I think the sound wise, it's definitely very reminiscent of opening number 1. I don't know if they're gonna continue this trend, but I do love the sound. It's definitely usually with big animes, they usually introduce this kind of sound later on in the show. But I really love how they're just breaking out with this. But I'm loving this color scheme right now. We see these color schemes a lot in openings. I'm loving what they're doing here. They're kind of just making a little bit playful, a lot of colors going on right now. Love what they're doing there, and it kind of flips in and out. Love these pan shots as well. Sorry, not the pan shots, the quick cuts right here. Definitely very cool with the quick cuts. I think just overall, it kind of sheds a light into it. You get like a little bit of seriousness, a little bit like a little bit of seriousness, a lot of like playful kind of vibe to it. Even though it might not be because it's like mainly fights or whatnot, it's definitely very cool. I just love what the show does, the weaving that in and out, and see like that's like a more serious shot that they're kind of introducing. So I guess the blonde hair guy and the blue hair guy, one of them must be JoJo, but it looks like they're like friends and whatnot. So maybe I'm a little bit right on the kind of absurdityness of like this being like a parody to like most shows, and it's kind of like piggybacking off of Gintama if I'm right there. But yeah, not bad so far. Loving the sound, loving what I'm hearing. Don't really you know what, like I don't know if it's fair to me to say that the instrumentals overshadow the lyrics a bit, but I just love the instrumentals. It's definitely a breath of fresh air. That's all I can say. But that was opening number 2. I definitely put this one above number 1. Even though credit to number 1 for its weaving in and out of like the manga form and whatnot. But let's jump into number 3. Alright, let's get into opening 3. It's a little bit hard to find this one actually, number 3, but let's jump into it. That guitar, that's a shift. Dude, that looks like Street Fighter. I'm telling you, that's Street Fighter right there. Dude, that guitar was fire as hell. Seems like they're like flying over the horizon like airplanes. Ooh, that was cool. This one is definitely like a more traditional shonen kind of opening. Very cool art style though. Yo, like the money that they pour into these visuals is fire as hell. Are those like spirits? They're like fighting with spirits? Ooh, that's cool. I can't get enough of that guitar, I'm not gonna lie. That guitar is just crazy. Woo! That was opening number 3. I think you guys already know what I'm gonna say about the guitar. That guitar is fire as hell. Just the solo that they did in the beginning, just kind of playing off into the start of our song, is definitely very cool. I love the heavy metalness that it kind of offers into it. If I had to really compare though, that with number 2, I actually like number 2 a lot better. Even though it has fire instrumentals with the guitar, I still think number 2, it definitely it feels like it's my I feel like I love it more. Maybe it's just because like my taste in like the music has just kind of evolved a bit. I feel like I appreciate that like kind of jazzy feeling that it kind of gives me off number 2 you compare it to like your traditional shonen openings. But 3 definitely feels like a traditional shonen opening that you would find. Definitely really great though. I love how they showcase everybody. It seems like that squad of 5 is our main characters, right? JoJo with I guess the other people, and this is kind of their adventure, right? I don't know what this bizarre adventure is looking like. If you know, it feels like it's like a throwback, or not even a throwback, but more of like homage to other animes. I'm getting Street Fighter. I'm getting like DBZ. Just in spirit, like the spirit fighting, it looks like every character has like an astral form or something that kind of pops out. That's what I'm getting off of this show so far. Correct me if I'm wrong there, just shout me out in the comments. But yeah, not had a pretty great time with number 3. I think it is definitely very comparable with number 2, but number 2 just takes the cake a little bit for me. I'm just loving it a little bit more. I know you guys will probably love 3 like to death, but that's just my opinion on it. But let's jump into opening 4. Let's go opening 4. It's like a boss fight. It is much darker than before. Damn. We're going on an adventure. Jeez. No, I'm loving the art right now. The art is pretty fucking crazy. Okay, so that's like his spirit warrior, right? Some very simple shots we got going on, but like artistically, it's definitely really good. That was cool. That shot. Damn. Who is that? Damn, that's a pretty big like tone shift. What the fuck? That's like DBZ, right? Interesting. Okay, okay. That was opening 4. You know what? Like, I think I might get flack for this, but I actually didn't really like this one as much as the other ones. I think number 3 and 2 are actually like really well done. No knock on the visuals or anything. It's just in comparison, I don't really think it works for me. However, I think this one part that they did right at the very end, I think this is like super creative. I love what they did here. Like right here, that pause happens. Sorry, let me go back. This pause happens, and you're like, yo, what the fuck? Like, what is going on? You hear the footsteps walking through? It looks like he's singing and finishing the lyrics, right? And they're like, they kind of incorporated like a part of the episode into this opening. And like, just the absurdity of their just throwing fists at each other and it blowing up into like our title shot of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I think that's actually really well done. I love how they transitioned that. I love how they like slow it down completely. They kind of it's got almost to a halt, actually, music wise, almost to a halt. Calm footsteps. He turns around and it's like he finishes the lyric, and then they just get into their fist exchange, and then our title shot. I think that's actually really creative. But just that one part I liked. The rest of the song and the visuals, you know, I might get flack for that, but it's not that great. I'm gonna be honest. Like compared to 3 and 2, I think 3 and 2 are always like much better. But that's opening 4. Let's jump into number 5. Alrighty, opening 5. So I wanted to check my work just to be sure. There's 2 versions of this. I saw version 1 and version 2. Like I just like kind of peeped it for a second. I didn't watch anything, but I'm gonna do version 2 because it seems like this one's more popular. So let's see what's happening here. Let's go. JoJo opening 5, version 2. Oh yeah, let's go. I'll turn this one up. Again, it has that jazzy feeling. I love it. Diamond is unbreakable. What? You know what? It feels like one of Gintama's openings. It's kind of like this. I don't know what came first, but yeah, it feels like that. it has like a disco vibe to it, like a disco 80s 90s kind of deal. Not 90s, sorry, 70s 80s. You know what I'm gonna say about the instrumentals? Jeez, that shit's fire as hell. That shit catchy. That was opening 5. That shit is catchy as hell. Let me go to this part right here. This part right here? Like just the title shot? Like, did you hear that? Let's go back. With all the characters coming in and out. That is pretty solid. I think you're gonna find what I'm gonna find with this common theme, and I guess they know what they're doing with the openings as well. Like opening 5 and number 2 and 1 are like super close together in terms of instrumentals. It has that same structure that we kind of get, or just like the hints of that jazzy feeling that we get from all of the from 1, 2, and 5. I love that. It works really well, and I guess it reflects the absurdity with this show as well. Visual wise, like just off of the visuals, it's really crazy what they're doing. Like you see this, it's so like kind of absurd. It's like a disco kind of introduction. Like it seems like they're doing like dance poses. You know what I mean? They're doing like dance poses. They have the disco lights, and then their like other form comes into shot with them. Look at the colors. Like it's crazy. I love how they step out of the comfort zone and just kind of establish this brand for themselves in terms of these openings. Like, look at what these characters are doing. They look like they're dancing. It feels like we're at like a disco. You know what I mean? It feels like we're at a dance hall. We're just chilling. We're dancing. It doesn't even feel like a shonen introduction. It feels like a very slice of life kind of deal. But they mix elements of shonen in there. They have like the villains. They have like the fighting forms as well. I think that's really cool. I love what they're doing with these openings right now. It's very consistent. It's very good. Number 5, I'd say it slightly overtakes 2. It's slightly. I would even like go as far to say as they're like kind of neck and neck right now. 2 and 5 are definitely one of my top favorites right now. I don't know if you guys think I'm just a little bit simple for liking those, but just off of what they're giving me right now, 5 and 2 definitely at the top for me. But let's jump into number 6 and let's see what's good. Let's get it. Opening 6. Ooh, Bleach style. I think they're all standing in a circle. I think it's Bleach style, right? A lot less colors in and out. Like there would be colors and there wouldn't be colors. This is definitely a little bit a way big tone shift. That was kind of weird. Interesting. The visuals slap. I don't know about the music though. The music's not working for me. Very simplistic. That was opening number 6. I just didn't feel it. I'm gonna be honest. I didn't feel it as much. Music didn't get me going. Visuals didn't get me going. Like, it's cool, a couple of the shots, but I just didn't feel it. It just didn't make me feel a certain type of way compared to the other ones. Like the other ones, I definitely had like a very strong opinion about it, just even off just listening a couple seconds into it. This one, not so much. Maybe that's just like the fault of its own openings, I guess, when they kind of set the bar to like this kind of goofy dancing kind of deal to it, and then when they kind of try to do something a little bit outside of that, it kind of worked against it. I'm not saying that's what happened here. Maybe it's a one-off case that the music and the visuals just didn't work for me. I don't know how you guys feel about number 6, but I know for me, it just didn't work out for me. I'm just not feeling it. I can pinpoint you 3 other openings that I've seen so far that are like kind of a bit better than this. And you know, this one just doesn't cut it for me. So 6 ranked a little bit poorly, but let's get into 7 and see if that can redeem us. Let's go. See now they're going back to it. I like that. Like the title shot is breaking in and out. That's cool. See, like that's crazy. They stopped with 6, the opening style. They went back to this kind of absurdity dance kind of feel to it. This one's definitely unique. They have like multiples of the same like being. Yeah, you know what? Like the message, like to a layman that's never watched the show, it's kind of absurd what they're doing with these like visuals. Huh. Oh, those are their fighting forms, right? That's cool. Very, very cool. That was number 7. Yeah, they brought it back. They brought it back. They went back to that absurd style. I don't know the timeline of like how what their thought process is on making these, but it seems like they're just, I don't know if it's because every other arc, I guess, that they need to go a little bit serious in their openings just to kind of match the tone of the show. Again, I don't know the show, so I don't know what's happening here. I don't know if it's like a playful show. I don't know if it's like a very serious shonen fighting show, and they're just masking it with this like this dance type of vibe to it. But I want to go back to this like beginning shot. I love this beginning shot. Feels like a fucking music video. You know what I mean? Yeah, it is definitely like a music video. I love this introduction. It is definitely very, very cool. Just everything about it just screams it screams their artistic vision of just how they want to execute this opening, which is more music video like, right? And I love what they did with it. So it's definitely a step up from number 6. I don't know if the next one we're going to see in number 8, I don't know if they're going to continue with this or they're going to revert back to the seriousness. If they go along with the absurdity of this opening, like this one, number 5, 2, and 1, what it tells me is they're kind of just want to try the other openings just to see how it plays out. And then I guess they realized it didn't work out as much because I think their fans love that absurdity with the opening, so they went back to it. We'll see what happens with number 8. Let's see how that plays out, and let's just see if our, I guess, hunches are true. So let's go into number 8. Let's get into number 8. This is the same thing. It must have been a mistake. Oh shit. Oh, is it a remix? Oh shit. They bamboozled me. Oh, that's sick. So I guess it's like a remix of number 7, right? Oh, is that like a reverse? I'm feeling it's a reverse. It is a reverse. I love that. Break down, break down. That's sick. I love that. They are telling in reverse in a bit. Huh. Number 8 actually wasn't that bad. Like the remix version, you know, I put it a little bit lower than 7. I think I love 7's just the clarity of it. I love how it keeps that same tone a bit. The remix was definitely a breath of fresh air. Like if I were to evaluate it individually, I guess that scratchy rewind noise, it kind of just breaks the flow of the music. But don't get me wrong, it's still a pretty cool opening. But Context wise, I would need more context if I didn't see it in conjunction with number 7. I think number 7 just beats it out just by a bit. You know, nothing too much more to say. They remixed it. They kind of changed the tempo a bit. They kind of slowed it down with a little bit of the lyrics, and the visuals, they went in reverse with it. So, you know, the remix version, it's okay. I'd still think I value 7 higher than that, but it seems like what we talked about was true. They're keeping that same tone with the other openings. Now, if 9 and 10 are kind of on the same level as what we talked about, 7, 5, 1, and 2, then, you know, the serious openings that they went with, I don't know if they kind of receive, or the reception of them really went well. But anyway, let's jump into number 9. Let's go. Huh. Ooh, this is fucking crazy. I'm turning this up. Look at the colors. Look at the colors. I'm smiling like a motherfucker on this one. This one is fucking crazy. I love the music. Damn. It's so absurd. Woo! Damn, this is like some insane shit. I don't know what the hell's happening. What I love about this one is it's like it keeps the absurdity with like hype music. You know what I mean? And notice they stopped going with the 3D art style. That was number 9. Number 9 surprisingly hit pretty well. It kind of retained the absurd elements with the great colors, with the crazy shots, and incorporate that with some like great music as well. I love that music. That music, where like just off the beginning with the blood in the hand, I was like, oh, this is gonna be some insane shit that we got going on here. And they kind of just I love what they did with the visuals. They kind of do the same shot, but they're kind of just taking away a little bit every flip that they do until like it reaches like the silhouette of the color. I loved it. It's definitely very good. Like even like the gun that the guy shot, he shot the gun and it like these like little ojamas, you know, from Yu-Gi-Oh! These little ojamas started coming out of that gun. I was like, what the hell? This show is like insane. I don't know what the hell's happening. Like we got an airplane that came out of nowhere. Like I've yet to kind of really understand what's happening here. It's just like it's just insane, and I don't really know what the hell they're doing. But from what they're selling me, you know, I'm pretty for it. Like if the absurdity is what they're going for, I keep using that word during this video. They got me, because that is definitely the craziest like openings I've seen so far. And through the criticisms of what I had about the other openings, up till now, everything is actually like very, very good. Like just off of the baseline, you can tell that they put a lot of money into their openings. Their creative design is definitely really great. I love what they do with it so far. But that's enough of that. Let's get into the last one, number 10. Let's go. Huh. It's a sad, slow season, eh? Well, it is the end of the show, right? Definitely a lot slower than the other ones. Absolutely. Ooh, that's cool. Ooh. I love that like every person is like morphing. You see those little jamas? It's like an opera type of deal. That was number 10. I think out of all the more different tone of kind of openings that they kind of presented, like that one was definitely a more serious one, just off of like the initial everything. Like everything is just a little bit more calm and whatnot. I think that one was okay. Like again, I don't know, it just doesn't hit for me because when you kind of spend most of your time selling me like the craziness of what the show is, I expect everything to go along with it. That doesn't mean that that opening wasn't crazy in itself. I think a lot of the shots that they did, like even just like the zipper going down and another character of the same one coming out, definitely keeps in theme with that. But just in comparison, I got like 7, 5, and 2 were definitely one of my top favorites so far. Like it sticks out in my mind super hard. I don't know if you guys agree with that actually. Just kind of along the lines of that same opinion with the craziness of the openings. Those ones definitely stick out in my mind. 10, it's all right. Doesn't stick out too hard. It kind of just like floats along with the other ones that kind of just have under the radar. But 6 is definitely my worst one so far. So yeah, there you guys have it. 7, 5, and 2 are definitely my top picks. Let me know what you guys think about this actually. It's definitely an interesting show. I can definitely see why people love the show. You know, it's crazy. No context needed. I don't even know what's happening. Throughout all the openings, I'm still trying to understand what it is. I don't understand what it is. Let me know what you guys think about this video. Let me know if I'm right or wrong. Leave a comment. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.